Check, check. Is this thing on? All right. Let me take a sip of this hot cocoa. I got something nice and hot to drink. And then when that runs out, I got something nice and cold to drink. All right. It is Xtra Fury, everybody. This is something that's kind of in between a bite-sized rant and a pure rant fury. It's not as long as a pure rant fury, but it's definitely more than a bite-sized rant. Look, I know some people are very excited maybe that I might be doing these like every week or whatever. I have no idea. They're just kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing. Oh, sorry, I dropped some Lego a minute ago. This one in particular, so like last week, I think it was, the Xtra Fury was like 3 or 4 things. Actually, it was like 4 or 5 things I was ranting about. And I think I kept it within an hour, maybe. I don't even remember. But I would like to keep this one within an hour or so. You know, I just started my new job today that I had to leave at, basically about 5:30 in the morning to get to. And I haven't been sleeping a lot anyways, so I'm... to say I'm tired is a fucking understatement. So yeah, I would like to do this stream, maybe go eat a late dinner, and probably pass out, man. So, all right, let's not beat around the bush. By the way, I'll go ahead and throw out a disclaimer. If you're new around here, this could offend you. I don't know. Check yourself. All right. Bricklink. Now, I've already ranted about this. I've already ranted about it, and I made a bite-sized rant about it. So I don't really need to get too much into any of that stuff. What this is going to be about is all the comments. Because you guys know I love replying to comments. And most of the time, well, I don't know, maybe it's 50-50. I don't know what the percentage is. But I feel like at least a lot of the times I like to reply to them on the stream. It's just easier. Sitting there fucking, like, fucking crazy. I mean, sometimes I do. But I just feel like it'd just be easier just to do it live. So I want to just start this off by saying that there's a lot of comments that I got, and we'll see them, that were explaining reasons why Lego may be doing what they're doing. And I say may, because as far as I know, and I believe today is Monday, we still don't know for sure what's been going on. Now, there's at least one comment or commenter that seems to know, what the fuck is going on, which again, we'll get to. But I really feel like nobody truly knows exactly why they're doing what they're doing. There's a lot of good speculation. And personally, I think there's definitely a couple of them that are probably right. Because logistically, cosmetically, there's not really a good answer. And I would assume Lego is seeing the backlash that they're getting for this.
Brandon, take medicine.
I'll take it when I want. Sorry about that, guys. Stupid AI robot stuff. I don't want to say her name, because then she'll be like, blah, blah, what can I do for you? Blah, blah. It's like, I don't need you to do anything. So yeah, I'm assuming Lego has seen the backlash that's been going on. But I just want to be clear on my stance, and then we'll go through the comments, and if people disagree with me or whatever, you know what I mean? They can say it in the chat. They can say, if you're replaying it, you can say it in the comments, whatever. I don't give a shit what the fucking reason is. Personally. because, and again, we'll get to the comments, but some people have mentioned about like profits and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like any cost that would induce Lego would be such a tiny drop in the fucking bucket for them. Such a tiny drop in the fucking bucket as far as money goes. But as far as optics and truly caring about your customers, your community, not just fucking talking a bunch of fucking bullshit, then yeah. It's leaps and bounds in positivity as far as optics go. And, you know, I was going to bring up the life-size cars in my bite-size rant, but I didn't for two reasons. One, time constraints, but two, I don't truly know because, again, Lego doesn't communicate fucking shit how much it costs to make these fucking cars. Or better yet, for instance, the pink Cadillac and the tin F1 cars, right? Those are the ones that I was going to highlight. Because I brought up stats that I found from land members that it was basically 4,000, just about 4,000 hours from development to production. And I think it was 17. I can't remember if it's 14 or 17, but designers, engineers, master builders. How much do you think it costs to pay all these people the 4,000 fucking hours from production to finish? Not even talking about the Legos themselves or anything like that. The only reason, though, I didn't bring it up again is because I don't know if that's something the F1 would have paid for. Because the pink Cadillac and all the giant life-size 10 F1 cars and all that shit, like, it's all like F1 stuff. You know what I mean? It had to do with all the current race this year. So if F1 was like, we will sponsor you to make all this shit, then I can't fucking use it in my argument. Because that didn't come out of Lego's pocket. So that's why I didn't bring that shit up. But, and this is a big ass fucking junk in the trunk, man. Even if that's true, and F1 fucking sponsored that shit to get paid for or whatever, there is no doubt in my mind that Lego just spends money almost frivolously on just marketing, just this and that. You know, the point being is Lego's not hurting. So if they're not making they're only making a little bit of money off on there, like just whatever, pennies. Well, at least you're fucking making something, man. Two, if you're not making anything, it's just coming out fucking dead even. Well, at least you're coming out even, man. You're not losing anything. Three, if you are losing any money, again, do I have to tell everybody again how much money Lego profited, net revenue, the first half of this fucking year? Does anybody need a reminder? I'll be more than happy to tell you. All right, I'm gonna jet ski through the chat, and then we're gonna get these pictures up, and we're gonna go through these comments, and look, even rude comments, I don't mind. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care about any comments personally towards me or anything like that. It's just generally in the chat, you know, and definitely to each other. But I gotta say, like, most of the comments, man, I don't remember anybody being really rude as far as like calling people names and shit like that. So thank you, people that I do and don't know. I appreciate that, man. All right, what we got out there? We got Smokey. What's up, Smokey? He said first. Rob Claxton in the house. Stickler, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother? One of your comments is one of the ones we'll be highlighting and talking about. Smokey. Oh, I just said hi to Smokey. Sorry. Liam, what's up? How you doing? Yo. Saw the Dead South play. Oh, interesting. We got Moments of the Magic out there. What's up, Moments? Good to see you. Got Rapture. What's up, Rapture? Raccoon. Sleepy Hive. I know, right? Speaking of Sleepy, I saw an old clip from the David Letterman show. And I don't know if he still kept it up, but he used to have this thing called, what was it called? Like Dumb Pet Tricks? Something like that? Stupid Pet Tricks? I can't remember what exactly it was called. Anyways, dude brought in his little dog. I think it was like a Dachshund. I was like, what are the wiener dogs called? Anyways, he's holding this Dachshund in his hand, or in his arms, right? And he says, play dead. The Dachshund just goes. It's just like falls over, dude. It was a lot funnier if you would have seen it. But anyways, that Sleepy Hive kind of reminded me of that. I'm snowflaking out. Click and Cliff in the house. What's up, Cliff? How you doing? I was like trying to get it to where the microphone's not really in the screen. By the way, cheers, everybody. It didn't sound as nice as I wanted it to. Anyways, Cliff, good to see you, man. Britt, what's up? How you doing, Brittany? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Anybody else out there that I missed? She who shall never be named. Seeing the comments is wild. They're all over the map. Yeah, agreed. Dude, oh my gosh. I totally forgot to post it. Totally forgot to post. Super Hawk bricks. Where are they at? Oh, dude, you can't see. Let me see how good the zoom will work. Hold on. Dude, maybe you might be able to see you guys. Oh, dude, it's not enough. It's not enough. You're right there at the train station. You too. So I'll be posting that later. I even took the picture. God, I suck. Anyways, thank you for the sig figs. Much love, much love. But yeah, they'll definitely be in the new intro. See, I'm here for this. The black market is going. I didn't even read what your comment was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The black market is too open soon for. Yeah, this is definitely creating a lot of waves in the community, as it should. As it should. And dude, I'm telling you guys, some of the comments are actually very interesting. Like some of them are interesting because, like, for instance, like the one that Matt made was just an interesting take on why they might be doing this, and why also maybe we don't know what's going on. So there's good takes like that. But there was also some interesting comments from interesting people. I don't want to ruin anything yet. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Papa Trip, what's up? You know, for a second I thought I saw Brick Scene out there, but I must have thought it was... Oh, wait. I haven't even gotten to the bottom of the comments. That's probably why. Papa Trip, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it as always. I did see Brick Scene. Oh, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Something's going on with the camera. I don't know. This camera angle is something's not right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get to it. Is Hive extra furious or is this just an extra rant? That's just an extra rant. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could get very furious. I mean, and the probability that I will is very high. What's going up? Super. Oh my God, I'm not gonna say this right. Super Cabre? Cabre? Is that right? Cabre? Choo choo. Thank you for being here. As always, I appreciate it. I only commented on Jay's post. I mean, look, I understand it might seem like I'm going to just go off on a bunch of comments and shit. And who knows? Who knows? But for the most part, it was almost just kind of a retrospective. You know what I mean? But it still falls into like a rant fury kind of category because I'm fucking pissed. Look, a couple more hellos. I see we got a couple new people in here, and then we'll get moving. But I just want to make look. No matter what, the reason is anything of that nature. It is absolutely fucking a dick move to do this. In my opinion, look, I don't know who celebrates the holidays all over the world, but in general, at least in my eyes, it's really close to where generally people celebrate holidays, right? You know, but to give 3 weeks, 3 fucking weeks, man, that's shitty enough if you're trying to build a mock or if you thought about a mock and you got to hurry up and try and figure out what to fucking do, blah blah blah. But if you got a fucking Bricklink store, especially, you know, like I said, if it's your livelihood, the fuck you gonna do in 3 weeks, man? Try and just dump your fucking inventory? Try and just figure shit out? What? Did Lego, and I say Lego, I know it's Bricklink, but I'm just saying fucking Lego because you guys know they're the ones calling the fucking shots on everything, okay? Did Lego just realize something? Like all the fucking sudden? They didn't know ahead of time about what might be going on? They didn't think it was a fucking good idea to just give 3 fucking weeks with no explanation? Not even a, hey, we're gonna give a more detailed explanation here in a week or something. What the fuck ever? But no, just fucking par for the course with Lego. The shittiest fucking communicator I've ever seen in my fucking life. Dude, it's fucking disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's unprofessional. No matter what the fucking reason is. 35 countries, man. And what, you think Lego's gonna backtrack any of this shit? What is gonna be the righteous fucking explanation that Lego's gonna give everybody if they give an explanation? Because I'll be quite honest with you, I almost feel like they're not going to give an explanation because it's gonna make them fucking look bad. Because, yeah, I know it makes them look bad by just not saying anything, but, yeah, I feel like if they say, like, oh, it's because of whatever 3% fucking whatever, or what, you know, just like you're a multi-billion-dollar company, you know, like, and a lot of these places, they don't have access to any other extra random old parts, whatever. So, yeah, even if you're like, well, they can go to fucking Lego.com, motherfucker. And yeah, I guess they don't get what we all get. They just get whatever the fucking Bricklink store is. Look, I don't pretend to know, you know, all the reasonings of why, of what is going on. But just a lack of fucking communication. Again, with this multi-billion-dollar company that preaches fucking playing for kids, rebuild the fucking world. Like, I'm sorry, Lego. You put yourself on this fucking premium pedestal with these fucking wings floating like we're better than everybody else. Well, I'm fucking holding you to your fucking goddamn guns. It is bullshit, dude. Bullshit. And I'll tell you what, I do not condone boycotting or banning Bricklink. I don't condone that one fucking bit because there's a lot of people that have stores on there and they still need your support. And they're getting hit too because There's a lot of people in these 35 countries that probably would have ordered from them. So I don't condone banning it. I just gotta make that very fucking clear. But I do condone not, and look, I know this isn't gonna happen, but it would make me nothing but fucking happy if nobody participated in the Bricklink designer program at all. At all. Nobody fucking put in any designs. Nobody fucking buy anything from it. Nothing. That I do support banning. Because I know some people may be like, well, there's still designers that try and get their sets out. Well, you know what? Go to the fucking Insiders program. I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. Bricklink fucked up, and now you're going to have to suffer for it. But I don't condone not supporting Bricklink stores. That's a totally different fucking story. But yeah. Because think about it, man. These people, anybody in these 35 countries, they can't fucking contribute to Bricklink Designer either. Like, Jesus, like, what the hell is going on? Because even if it's about, like, taxes and stuff, designing a fucking set, that's the same thing as, like, I'm buying or selling on the Bricklink stores? You know, like, a lot of this shit don't make any fucking sense, man. All right. Sorry I lost comments here. Let me get back to it real quick. I got it right. Awesome. Whittaky, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Phil and Bricks. Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't want to be too long either because there's other streams going on tonight. I was trying my best not to stream over anybody. Okay, where are we at? Sorry, I'm going through this. Worst part of it is just what a blog. I know. Like, at first I was like, well, maybe it's just they can't email everybody over. But no, they emailed all of us about the, the combination of fucking Lego.com and Bricklink. So they can email everybody. And again, I feel like with something this big and drastic, you know what I mean? Like, not only would they email you, but they'd probably email you a couple times. Because I feel like they've emailed me a couple times about the Lego.com and Bricklink, combining thing. And still make a vlog. Make a fucking video. Shit, man, get some land members to talk about it. And do it before 3 fucking weeks. I mean, I just don't get... I mean, Lego has dropped the ball on some stuff before, man. But, like, this one just really fucking takes the cake. They have been very quiet about this. That's another thing, right? Right, Britt? And look, land members have nothing to do with this. Just in case anybody out there isn't sure or they want to, like, maybe point some finger. They have nothing to do with this. Believe me, they're just as fucking confused and lost as the rest of us. And I'm sure Lego really probably specifically made it that way. I would assume, just in case, they don't want nothing leaking out. But that doesn't mean, and again, I don't blame land members, but dude, guys, think about this, man. And I just talked about this on Sitting on a Stoop. What's the one thing I feel like is the most important thing that land members should do? That should communication. Understanding why Lego might do some things they do, some of the decisions they make. What? I mean, I'm trying not to get too vulgar here, guys. But I got a lot of very vulgar things that are wanting to come out of my mouth. And I don't know how to express myself right now. But yes, I can't emphasize Britt's comment enough. They have been very quiet about this. Like, fucking, is it me? Look, I don't know. Maybe, it's not like I know insider stuff. It's not like I know everything out in the community. Maybe there has been some type of statement. But for the love of God, man, for as much as we're all been talking about this, if there was some sort of official statement, you think it would have already floated to all of us by now. It would just been flooded like on Instagram or YouTube, people making videos and shorts and reels and whatever. So I just really feel like, no, when it comes to Lego, what the hell's going on? Okay, right. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's been some LAN members, I think a good handful or two of them, that have like sent things to fucking Lego. Like, what the hell's going on? Bricklink didn't say or speak much about the hack that happened a little while back, like a year or two ago. They won't say anything now. Look, I can't speak on Bricklink per se, but I'm going to anyways. But I'm also going to definitely speak on Lego.com. How secure do you think Lego.com is? Because a few of us were talking about this. And yeah, remember the hack that happened, whatever, a few months back, several months ago or whatever, the whole Bitcoin type thing? And then there was, yes, the hack on Bricklink.com. And look, I want to say, okay, look, we can't blame you guys, Lego and whatever, for every kind of security breach. Like, you know, it's stuff out there. I get it. But at the same time, we're always talking about optics. And what happens almost every goddamn fucking first of the fucking month? Lego.com fucking crashes, dude. Oh, I'm sorry about the wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Please suck our balls. Like, it's because look, man, a long time ago I was like, oh man, they really gotta get their shit together, dude. I've been out of my dark ages now for like 7 fucking years. And every fucking time, man, it's like, man, what are they rocking, a fucking 64-bit processor back there? Like, what are they doing? It's, how are you a multi-billion-dollar fucking company dropping $1 billion into fucking video games, fucking hyping up your fucking Lego.com, your insiders, Bricklink, blah, blah, fucking blah, and you can't even keep your fucking website up. So I'm sorry, Lego. I don't have a lot of fucking trust in your security. But it would be cool if you could talk to us about it. Say, hey, we had the security breach, but this is what we did. We went ahead and hired these people, and we did this, and we fucking invested money into this, or whatever. I don't care, dude. Just fucking lie to me at least. Just tell me something, man. Like, I'd almost rather you just lie to me than just not tell me anything. I mean, it's not like we will spend thousands of fucking dollars on your fucking goddamn products. Oh, God, man, everybody take a shot for every time I drop an F-bomb, please. Anyways, where we at? Autocorrect. See, Rich says, I think the saddest part about this whole Bricklink thing is that it goes against the philosophy of the founder. Yeah. That's why I was saying, man. The only thing I will give them grace for, one thing, and I doubt it's what the reason is, but if there's some type of legality issue, legal stuff. But if it was one country or something, man, maybe. You know, maybe like if it was a region or something, but come on. Come on, man. Because I know you be bullshitting right now, Lego. Lego on their fucking bullshit. At last I've managed to get on one of your rant shows live. Oh, thanks, Woodkey. I appreciate that, man. I mean, I'm very touched when people like Pure Rant Fury. Honestly, I feel like it gives a lot of people anxiety. Uh, Anyways, thanks, Papa Trip. Appreciate that, man. Everybody, Papa Trip says like. Smack it, flip it, rub it down. Um, Built solely on someone its platform, then is a huge business risk that you utterly dependent on. It's same applies to selling on Amazon. So this is also something, and I know you don't mean anything, malicious by that. By the way, Matt. There's also something similar to what Britt was talking about, or Britt put on Instagram today. And you guys know me. You guys have heard my rants. You know how I feel, okay? But as shitty as it may be, it is exactly kind of what Matt's talking about. It's something similar to what Britt talked about. It's just they're the same kind of things but different perspectives. So you never know when something's gonna just look. Let's use a different example. Let's say that this didn't happen. Bricklink didn't do this, okay? Everything's hunky-dory as far as that goes. But let's say over a few years, maybe, I don't know, whatever reason, Lego just starts kind of going down. Like, they're still Lego. They're still making some billions or whatever. But obviously, they're going down a lot. I don't know. Maybe supply is not, maybe they've made more supply than demand. Whatever the fuck, right? So Lego stops getting as popular. Lego doesn't sell as much. Doesn't mean it won't sell, but just isn't going to sell as much. So if you've got a Bricklink store or a Bricks and Minifig store or something like that, yeah, you're going to have to adapt, evolve, something, Here's the other aspect, especially since COVID. Lego's been flooded, whether it's online, like creators, whether it's how many bricks and minifigs have we seen been popping up, right? Along with other just regular mom and pop type stores. I've lost track of how many goddamn Lego stores there are now, man. They've just run rampant in fucking China. But they're in the hundreds. I know that. And then people selling custom stuff. Like, the point I'm getting at is Lego in general is just flooded. And what does that usually mean? I know there's some of you out there that definitely know what the fuck it means. Because a lot of you are very intelligent when it comes to numbers and types stuff like that. I wanna have a discussion with Mayo eventually. On the next Hive stream, I'm gonna try and make it so he can get on here because he has an argument. And when I say argument, I say that lightly. Me and him are gonna probably go back and forth a little bit, have a discussion, a debate, maybe. Who knows? Because I'm always willing to change my mind about anything if I see evidence that I think is right or good or I accept it or whatever the fuck. But he believes that the bubble's not going to burst. I've been saying for years, I think eventually the bubble's going to burst. I don't know how. I don't know exactly when. I just feel like you just can't keep raising prices and raising prices and raising prices along with shrinkflation. Your sets are becoming smaller. You're cutting corners, and the market being able to keep up with that one thing. Yes, Lego, I get it. We love the bricks and shit, but it's not like you're selling a fucking Lamborghini. You're not selling a fucking iPhone. You know what I mean? You're selling plastic building blocks that are created on a manufacturing floor. And it's great. I love them. Fucking clearly. You can see behind me. But it's not like you've got a painter, selling a fucking painting. Or somebody carving Lego out of fucking wood. And it takes time. So anyways, I don't know. That'll be an interesting discussion with Mayo and me. I'm very curious to see what kind of evidence and stuff he has and argument. All right, you guys, we got to get moving. Oh, shit. Aussie, man, thanks, man. Shit, thanks. What the... I tried to make that as cringy as possible. Let's do a super chat. Man, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Look, I'm going to put this banner down here. You go ahead and pick one while you're, if you want to pick one. But I'm gonna just play one just because, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Let's do some. Oh, let's get sexy. Mm. So, Aussie, you let me know if there's something you'd like to watch, brother. Uh, while you're thinking, let me. God, dude. See, this is why I love you guys, man. Sometimes I'll just say something randomly, and you guys actually find the info for me. 1,031. That's as of 2024. Who knows how many they've made in 25? I knew it was in the hundreds, as in plural. I didn't know it got to a grand yet. Damn. I mean, guys, think about this. And I'm not, if it makes sense, I'm not trying to knock Lego's expansion, I guess. I don't fucking know what the right word would be, right? But it seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. I think we did something similar to this before. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna ask my phone. It'd be easier than trying to type. Give me 1 second. How many Apple stores are there?
There are approximately 535 Apple stores worldwide, with 272 in the United States and 263 in other countries. California has the most stores in the U.S.
Okay. That's good. Did you guys get that? 535 Apple stores worldwide. Lego has twice as many stores. What's another good one? Come on, man. What stores got to be more than Lego? Oh, thank you, Britt, and thank you also for your service. We appreciate you. Anxiety's given for free. Yes, sir. You're so crazy. Oh, dude, you're so great. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Beard Brick Man, what's going on, brother? How are you and the beard doing? To think the first Lego store was in 2002. That is pretty wild, right? Like you think it would have been a little further back? Maybe, I guess. Many years ago, we did this Apple versus Lego store. Yeah, I remember, but I was trying to think, like, what else? Is there anything else besides? Dude, hold on. How many McDonald's are there?
There are over 44,000 McDonald's restaurants worldwide.
God
with
damn.
about 13,711 of them
Nobody ain't beating McDonald's, dude. Holy shit. That is so wild. Haven't heard much about new stores opening recently, to be fair. Maybe not. But to be also fair, I don't remember hearing about over 1,000 of them being opened either. I mean, you hear about one here and there, like some big, thing or whatever, but like, god damn, that's a lot. Nike stores? I feel like outlet stores, there'd be a lot of those. How many Nike stores are there? Oh, that's a good one, Smokey.
Nike has over 1,000.
Whoops. It says 1,000 retail stores worldwide. So it's still, wait. The total number of stores has fluctuated, but a recent report states that Nike operated approximately 1,034 stores globally in 2025. So they're pretty close with Lego. But that's a good one, Smokey. How many Walmarts are there? There's probably like several hundred.
There are over 10,000
God damn!
Walmart stores worldwide, with about 4,606 stores in the United States as of 2025. Texas has the most locations, followed by Florida and California.
I feel like that makes sense. Holy shit, dude. And out of the 10,750, only 4,000 of them are in America. Holy shit, dude. Well, look, it's hard to compete with McDonald's and Walmart, but clearly Lego ain't beating around the bush when it comes to that shit. All right, guys. All right. man, I would love to just keep talking with you guys, but we do need to get into some pictures. So let me make sure I'm at the beginning. It's not gonna take a long time to get through these comments. There's about a dozen, but they go pretty quick. All right. And these are also comments spread across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Okay. You know, I would kind of understand from a financial standpoint if this wasn't Lego. Lego can afford to keep the servers up in these countries. I know they can, so the fact they are not doing it is just a dick move. Agreed. Agreed, Sammy B9683. An AFOL from Vietnam. No, this is an interesting one. An AFOL from Vietnam, one of the countries being banned, had his mock displayed at Lego Master Gallery last year. Also, Lego just opened a factory in Vietnam. So, you guys, this is a very interesting comment for two different reasons. One, yes, about they just opened a factory in Vietnam. So, and I get, they could say, well, that's on the Lego.com type side. You know, that's not on the Bricklink side. But, and maybe, I don't know. But it would just be cool, man, if Lego could just explain some stuff to us so we could at least understand what the hell's going on. But this is a kick in the nuts, man. Because I would assume, and I know I'm just assuming, that the gentleman or lady, but I feel like it's a gentleman, created their mock that was in the Master Gallery, the Lego Master Gallery last night, created the mock from using Bricklink pieces that they ordered. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? I don't know why. Hold on a minute, that's not right. Why is the picture, it should have been the first, not the last. Give me a second, guys. What the fuck is going on? Oh, okay. I see what happened. My bad. But yeah, that was one of the more interesting comments in my opinion. Where's the Bricklink stores have been taken away? Are Lego opening official stores to test? Dude. That would be some diabolical shit, wouldn't it? Even if it was just like, we would rather try not to have competition for brick pieces. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's some wild shit, though, right? I think they are mainly in China. I thought I saw they wanted to open another 150 next year. God dang, dude. I know China's a big country, but like what the fuck? I mean, I feel like trying to open Lego stores like they're McDonald's isn't going to work out. And something I was talking about the other night, I don't remember which Pure Rant Fury it was, last week or the week before, but about how right now, yeah, and I get it, they're like the Untouchables and shit, but right now they're doing so many things that are exactly like what they were doing right before they fucking almost went bankrupt. Everything from not really, I can't remember everything off the top of my head, so I'm paraphrasing, but everything from not really kind of respecting the customer and listening to the customer to just fucking spreading themselves thin with money, like just all over the place. Because some of the things that Hans Christensen, I don't know if that's the right guy, right name, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the new guy, they got him so they didn't go bankrupt or whatever. Like one of the things he did was limited the molds they had, limited pieces. Like there was a lot of stuff they pulled back from, and it's almost like they're doing the opposite now, man. They're just look how many fucking goddamn Lego sets they make in a year, dude. Like they be pushing almost 1,000 Lego sets in a year. And I know that includes like poly bags and this and that, but dude, I joke around about it. For those that are old enough to know things, there was a term back in the day. I'm sure they might still use it. I don't know. I was never a junkie. But there was a term called chasing the dragon. And it was for people that did heroin. They're always chasing a high. And it almost feels like, I get a lot of us love Lego. We build Lego. We create with Lego and stuff. But it almost feels like just chasing a high. Every month. New sets. New releases. New sets. New releases. And they just get fucking shoved down our fucking throats, man. Like, there's no chill. Lego has no fucking chill, dude. And I know somebody might be like, where's capitalism? You're all about the free market. I am. But I just feel like it's if it hasn't already, it's going to start getting detrimental. And Lego better be putting their fucking goddamn bets in the right fucking basket, man, with this whole, yeah, we'd rather fewer people buy more expensive sets than more people buy cheaper sets. You better hope that shit fucking works out for you, Lego. You better hope all them people with a lot of fucking money don't get bored. Or you don't become as popular as you used to. I mean, whatever the big thing that's going to come out, that's going to pull the attention away from, everybody. And I don't know. I also feel like there's going to be a cutoff point with the nostalgia shit. I could be wrong about that. We're going to get back to the comments in just a second. I just want to see what you guys are talking about. Instead of using all that profit to secure the company's future for the next few years and give loyal fans a break, they spend it on BS that will bankrupt them. It's kind of like, I bring this up from time to time. It's kind of like when a couple years back during COVID when they raised all those prices. Remember when they had that big fucking price hike during the summer? Like double-digit price hikes and shit. The market overall during that time period was fucking wild and scary. Because yes, inflation rates got up to like whatever, 8% or some shit. But eventually, things kind of leveled back out. The market sort of leveled back out, Didn't get good, but inflation went down, prices started going down, production costs started going back down. You know what didn't fucking go back down? Anybody want to take a wild guess what didn't go back down in prices? Lego was like, dude, Lego was riding fucking COVID. Everybody's spending that fucking money for being trapped inside. Fucking inflation. Yeah, it hurt them. It didn't really fucking hurt them that fucking bad with inflation. Believe me, they still profited many billions of fucking dollars. But when inflation went back down, production costs went back down. Dude, you know how much profit that was for Lego? Because it's not like Lego readjusted their fucking costs for us. Bankrupt Security, they had no accountancy in place. They definitely had accountancy now with their frames, minifigures, prints, etc. What? What does that have to do with them not being able, that they almost didn't go bankrupt though? They've been pushing close to 1,000 sets for about 5 years. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when they started it, but I knew it's been the majority of the time since I've been on my dark ages. Because I remember noticing like a lot of sets are coming out, man. Like they're really putting out a lot of stuff. And it wasn't just like all Star Wars. Like then they started dipping into just fucking Monkey King and fucking Harry Potter, obviously, and whatever else they are dipping their nuts in. 500 sets too many, way too many. I mean, look, I know this is a very subjective take. Because it's like, well, how would you choose? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody likes something different. But I just feel like it'd be a lot better. I know it's not going to happen, obviously, because they wouldn't make as much money. But, like, if they'd make fewer sets. Not just because it'd give us chances to breathe. But also because then they could focus more into the sets they put out. I mean, imagine. you can focus more, whatever. What the hell? Hey, Multigasm Geek in the house. What's up? It's the Twilight Zone. I got a message all late that Brookhive is live. Extra. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Everything's kind of glitchy. Like, for instance, one of the comments I'm going to show here in just a minute, I replied to it, but it was on Instagram. For whatever reason, there was two replies. It was the same reply twice. So I was like, well, that just looks stupid. Two of the same replies. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I maybe hit the button twice or something. I don't fucking know. So I just deleted one. Yeah, they both deleted. I was like, fuck. I don't remember everything I fucking typed. I mean, I'm going to have to wing it when we get to the comment, but whatever. Flowers sent. All right, I'm taking this banner off. If you do decide on you want one, let me know, and I will play it for you. As I say, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I'm sure that can be a subjective take as well, but I totally agree with you there, Rickon. All right, back to it. Only Uruguay. Uruguay. I probably said that wrong. Sorry. I don't know why it says only, because you're not. It wasn't just that country. So I don't know. I'm gonna just move past that one. Guess Lego isn't rebuilding the world anymore. Only select countries. I mean, look, I get the comment, because look, I said the irony is not lost on me, so damn sad. But if I wanted to be a dick, I could technically say, well, it's if you're gonna go by that perspective, they've never been about rebuild the whole world, or it's always select countries, because they haven't. You can't get Lego in any country, right? There's like some places like they don't. Shit, Lego, and I don't know if they still have. I haven't kept up on it, but Lego stopped sending fucking Lego sets to Russia, didn't they? I mean, I'm not trying to get into like a political debate about anything. I'm just saying, if you want to be technical about shit. All right, here we go. All right, whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. I've always priority Brick Owl. Once I saw Lego acquired Bricklink, I knew it was over, and it is sort of not for all of us, but it begins. So a lot of you probably have very strong opinions, maybe since Lego bought Bricklink, because I remember when they did. I remember there's a lot of opinions, and I understand them. And I'll be quite honest with you guys. I don't say this with like a conspiracy type of wave to it, but I don't trust Lego. I think Bricklink was better without them. You know what I mean? I just feel like when they bought Bricklink, it really created a I'm trying to think of the right word, like a conflict of interest almost. I was shocked when Lego bought Bricklink. They did it on April 1st. Was it April 1st? What the fuck? Now they can cut you off at any time. Well, that kind of goes back to also the thing that Matt was talking about like you never know when the rug get pulled out from under you. It's sort of like a lot of people that make custom, I don't know, we'll say just custom Lego Star Wars. Now, I don't think Lego gives a shit because you're using their parts, so they're making money. But why Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Disney, or whatever, has not swooped in and like stopped a lot of companies is beyond me. Because you're using their fucking likeness, man. Now, I know a lot of people be like, well, it's not like that because it's on a Lego. Well, sure. I guess that's your justification, but whatever. And look, I don't care personally. I'm just saying, like, as a good friend said one time, those foundations are made out of fucking sand. But to Britt's point, Britt's was a little bit different, where Britt was talking about just it's smart to be able, and I know it's not easy, and it's not like trying to throw out excuses, but it's smart to try and evolve your business and yourself, your investments as much as you can to just keep being able to adjust to things, you know? Now, I don't know what the hell, if you have a Bricklink store, what you could have done exactly. Um, I would suggest if they do your, like, if they serve your country, I would suggest to go to Brickow. I mean, that would be my thing. But I get it. Bricklink is where the traffic is at. So I understand, you know. Says, hey, hi, thanks for talking about this. Not enough people are. No problem. No problem. I mean, it's my pleasure, obviously, to talk about this stuff. But I will say more and more and more, this is a snowball rolling down a hill. More people are talking about this to the point now. Yeah, it's been quite a bit. I don't get why they're doing this at all, but I will say, thinking like conspiracy theorists, and I don't know what they said right there. I must have cut that off. My bad, Lego My Nina. What do we got here? Nope, already read that comment. Matt, here we go. It's probably a PayPal issue more than anything. Most of the countries on Bricklink's ban list don't have full PayPal seller protection or have restricted PayPal services, meaning no reliable chargeback protection, high reversal risk, weak tracking support, or limited KYC verification. Since Bricklink's whole marketplace depends on PayPal for payments and dispute meditation, I said meditation. It doesn't matter. Operating in those countries becomes a huge liability. The list actually lines up almost perfectly with places where PayPal doesn't offer seller protection, which explains why the selection looks so random from the outside. Let's get to the next comment because I want to reply to this, but he's got a second comment here. Oh shit, where did I go? Hold on, Matt. I know I had it, but I do want to reply to that. Oh shit, man. I guess it got cut out or something when I was trying to load all these pictures up. Because he explains why. And look, this is on my YouTube, I think. Yeah, this is on my YouTube. Oh, but it's on Pure Rant Fury, so you probably can't see it. Sorry. Anyways, look. A couple things. This is a very good, probable reason. It's probably the most logical. Well, I don't know if that's the right word. The most truth sounding, and the one that would make, I guess, the most logical sense out of everything I've heard. But a couple things still, and I know Matt knows this because I've talked to Matt and stuff. One, that's what it was. The other comment was because he was talking about, and Matt, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but you said something about like it's possible PayPal could find it like defamatory like language or something like that if Lego does say we can't serve these countries because of PayPal. Something similar to that. Now, one, I think it's still, I don't know about the communication part because look, I feel like if they say they state facts, I would argue like, because this isn't something like a court case type thing. I don't think, where you have to be silent. You're gagged. I feel like Lego could use the argument of really be like, we have to let our customers know. We have to let these store owners know like why we're not going to be out there anymore. So I feel like it's almost like it's Lego's duty to try and be transparent about this. You know what I mean? But regardless, I was also going to say, well, you know what? Maybe they should have different options either for buying, like besides PayPal, or they force PayPal to, I don't know, insure, whatever the hell. So I don't know. I don't know exactly where a lot of this falls in line. But again, the whole biggest thing for me is the communication of it and the timing of it more than anything. But yeah, that sounds like one of the most logical things, reasons why they would do this. All right, this dude right here. Oh my god. Look, I don't know if this guy's right, but it says this is an unfortunate but contrary to your position of out of nowhere, not entirely unexplainable, perplexing that Americans are all anti-tariff but don't understand all these rules and regulations that foreign countries put on trade is essentially are a form of tariff. I don't disagree with that. This is exactly what Americans have been complaining about since Trump took office. Look, before I even get further into this, man, people can take their politics and go shove them up their fucking ass. Either side hasn't done fucking shit to solve any of these fucking issues. We've let other countries fucking buy us. We've taken money. We've not done anything about overall inflation when it comes to the Federal Reserve Bank, fractional banking. We haven't invested money into this fucking country the way we should. I see us paying taxes all over the fucking place and nothing really getting fucking done. Like, I could go on. But to sit here and just point fingers at one fucking president, one fucking administration, one fucking whatever is fucking dumb. So, moving on. I think Israel is literally the only OECD member on the entire list, making international trade cumbersome. Many of them have been rolling out digital services, taxes, e-commerce, VAT, or tax collecting at source rules. This shifts the burden onto the platform instead of the individual seller. Many are also adopting strict data localization or GDPR-like laws that would force Bricklink to build or pay for relatively expensive local servers to remain. On top of that, these 35 countries combined probably represent, negative 5% of Bricklink's global volume. So essentially, you're upset they won't bend over to pick up a nickel they dropped when they're trying to make a dollar elsewhere. No, and this is what I've already explained earlier in the stream, is for me, none of this shit is going to, it's not even a drop probably in the bucket when it comes to Lego and money. It's more about optics. None of this shit, I don't give a fuck. Look, like I said, the only grace I would give them is if there's some type of legality that they can't get out of. That's different. But I would have liked to think that, again, if that's the case, they'd fucking say something. Like, for God's sakes, man. So then he goes on. Lego did explain this in their release, as well as earlier in the year 2025 in their exit of the Philippines and China in 2024. Look, I don't recall any of this. I mean, maybe he's being truthful and they did say this stuff. But if they did, they were pretty fucking quiet about it. And they're fucking quiet about it right now. So, if they did explain this shit, they really didn't fucking say it on a megaphone, did they? Because if they did, and it's not like tons of people in the community don't put their ears to the ground on stuff. Why do I feel like if this was the case, yeah, we would have already been talking about this shit. All right, next comment. I don't know who this guy is exactly. So I was trying to understand this. Why does Lego Harris and billionaire Sophie Kirk Christensen need to own 30,000 plus hectares of Scotland? She just spent 25 million buying a further 3,500 hectares. Is that like acres? Is that like when they say garage, but it's supposed to be garage? Fucking Christ. All right. It seems Kirkby or blah blah blah, as they are now are spending millions on buying up huge amounts of Scotland. Maybe every penny counts. Look, man, I don't know what the fuck this has to do with anything that we're talking about. So, I don't know if you need like a dog biscuit or what, man. You know, you would think, I know this is going to sound, kind of fucked up. But if you're going to draw yourself as a dog, I mean, why wouldn't you just fix your eyesight while you're at it so you don't need the glasses? And I don't understand, if he was like, no, it's because I wear glasses, it's part of my personality. Well, you're not a fucking dog either, man. You know what it reminds me of? Here, let me talk to you guys face to face. You know what that reminds me of? Was I even showing the picture? Did you guys even see anything? God damn it. It reminds me of those stupid fucking Chick-fil-A cows, man. For years, man, I've been giving those dumbass cows the middle finger. And everybody's like, why, Hive? What? They're cows. They can't spell. Well, they can't fucking ride either. They can't walk on 2 fucking legs. If you're gonna make these cows stand up on 2 legs and fucking write shit, can't you make them at least smart enough to fucking spell correctly? God damn, man. Fuck. So did you guys see like any of those pictures? Did I show those or not? Fuck. Give me a second. I gotta find out. Because I'm not sure if you guys know exactly what I mean. Just give me a second. I'm working this shit. I'm hungry. Is anybody else hungry? I feel like it's time to eat something. Oh, and it's been an hour now too. I should be getting along. Okay, give me a second, guys. I need to... Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I didn't show it. Fuck. God damn it, man. Okay. Let me show you what I was just talking about. God damn it, man. This guy. So you guys heard, I read his comments, which, again, I don't know what the fuck it has anything to do with what I've been talking about. But, yeah. See? He's a dog. I mean, I think that's a dog, right? It's not like it's a bear or anything. But you're a dog. So why would... If you're going to draw yourself as a dog, why draw the glasses? You don't need the glasses. And I don't want to hear it's part of how you look, because you don't look like a fucking dog. That's like, you know, me looking at my picture and being like, yeah, these antennas represent me. All right. Unfortunately, we'll create a reseller's economy where the excluded countries will have to pay more. Maybe I don't know for sure. I'm not that good in economics to know if something like this will create some type of global economic issue with some stuff like that. Maybe it's about combating bots and scalpers. And I just wrote maybe. I don't know. And we'll get to this in just a second because there's another comment. This fucking person. You realize the reason is because of the counterfeit sets and scams, right? So I just wrote people also scam in the countries not affected. Right? I mean, right? Am I wrong about that? Some of these countries have factories pumping out counterfeit bricks 24/7. I wouldn't trust any seller from India, Brazil, or Vietnam. They are the worst offenders. Well, that's just your opinion, man. I mean, look, if he's got stats and numbers, it's not just his opinions, it's just facts. But here's the thing. I feel like, and actually, hold on, someone actually says this. There it is right there. Hold on. There should be ways of combating that without banning entire countries. Yes, Sean. Yes. For fuck's sake, man. So you're saying because people scam, they need to stop certain country to stop buying and selling. I know. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Like, even if you're right, you know, and you could be, you know what I mean? I don't know about Lego scammers necessarily, but I know like phone scammers and stuff. Like, yeah, there's certain places in the world where 99.9% of the shit comes from, but like, that still doesn't mean you should fucking punish people that have legit Bricklink stores or that are mock builders or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or one of the biggest confusions of all, why they can't contribute in the Bricklink designer program. Like, what does that have to do with taxes and PayPal and everything else? That's just entering a fucking design, a set. Yeah. Yeah, guys, play isn't for everyone. Bye-bye from my Bricklink store. And, you know, I'd written that I was sorry about your Bricklink store. This was happening to you. Then you got this guy. Wake up, my guy. No company will do what's best for the people. Remember, lawmakers have large stakes in companies and often change or add laws to help build the company's wealth. Sorry to burst the bubble. The world operates in an extremely selfish way. Good luck to you. Look, called 3353. I agree. I don't disagree with you. And I look, the only solutions I can think of to some things, and I hate to sound pessimistic because I try to have hope, man. I do. But it's just to remove corruption and lobbyists and all this shit out of our fucking government. But yeah, I don't disagree. They bought Bricklink for this reason. They're just going to incorporate it into a pick a brick so they have no other competitors for selling bricks to mock builders because as prices keep going up more and more, people will turn to mocks and ordering the parts on Bricklink. I'm curious about that. I'm very curious about that. And I feel like that's an interesting comment that really kind of divides, and I don't mean divide in a bad way, just divide like just it's how it is. Like two types of Lego builders. You know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different like fractions and stuff, right? But I would feel if I had to like just slap it against the wall, like two general types of builders. There's people who build sets, and there's people who build mocks. Now, there's mixtures of the two here and there. There's people that I would feel like how I kind of started. I mean, I've only done a couple little mocks, so I'm not like the mock builder, but I've modified a ton of stuff. You know, like taken a dollhouse style building and closed it or whatever. But yeah, so as sets get more and more expensive faster than the bricks themselves, you know what I mean? With the exception of like some expensive bricks. But yeah, will that affect? Because look, guys, I don't know numbers per se, but think about this. Where do you think Lego makes more of their money? From sets? Especially like IP sets, which is basically almost everything now, or mocks. You know, people buying stuff from Bricklink, or I mean, you know, or Pick a Brick or whatever. You know, I mean, I feel like the answer is pretty obvious, but because I've often brought up before, I haven't talked about it in a long time, but like how popular, how much money would Lego be making if they were making IP sets? And they were just, you know, it was just back to like, we'll give them castle, pirates, you know, whatever, city, like non-type IP things. And then obviously selling just like bricks. Just, you know, loose bricks and shit. Yeah, I just have a feeling it wouldn't be as popular. They wouldn't be making as much money, significantly. Maybe it's an NFT. Oh man, Johnny, what's up? How you doing? It's good to see you, my friend. Just smoked a cheese and bacon sausage roll and chili beef pie. God, damn, that sounds good. Guys, I gotta end this stream, man. I'm Bearded just did it for me. That's right, same bald eagle. Personally, I'm fucking sick of both of them. Fucking tired of both of them, man. Neither one of them accomplished some fucking shit in the bigger scheme of things, man. Or at least for a very long time, very little. I don't know. It's complex. It's complex. Backroads, what's up? How did the new? Oh yeah, the new job. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about that real quick before I get out of here. Oh, and Tron's here. Hey, Tron. They can't throw PayPal under the bus and not expect PayPal not to respond. Yeah, but I mean, if PayPal has rules or policies that they can defend, you know what I mean, or whatever, and it affects Lego from contributing to these countries or whatever, I don't understand how that's throwing PayPal under the bus if it's like, I have to explain what the fuck we're doing. If we're going to be in a partnership, I just that's how I feel about it. Now, obviously, that's just me fucking on just ranting about shit, not actually in a board meeting or something like that. But you know, Tron, what's up, Tron? I am reading your comments, Matt. Giving the real operational reason they've given the safest, legally neutral explanation possible and avoided detailing. Right. So they're gonna let PayPal make them look like a bunch of fucking dicks. And look, if you want to swing dicks around, I feel like Lego's got a bigger dick than PayPal, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm very fucking wrong about that. My bad. I don't know. See, now I gotta find out. Hold on, man. Hold on. Give me a second. Because I just feel like I feel like PayPal is almost like throwing Lego under the bus, honestly. Because what's Lego supposed to do? Like, it's one thing if Lego says something and it seems like it's throwing them under the bus by Lego's words. But by fighting PayPal's actions, they're literally like throwing Lego under the bus with the customers in these 35 countries. Hold on a minute. How much did PayPal net revenue in 2024?
PayPal's net revenue for 2024 was $31.8 billion, a 6.7% increase.
Okay. All right. Look, they didn't. Fuck. See, I forgot what Lego made. Hold on. What was Lego net profit for 2024?
Lego's net profit for 2024 was $13.8 billion.
All right, so PayPal 31, Lego 13. Okay. PayPal got a bigger dick. All right. Oh, look at Moto. Look, Moto, I got to talk to you, Moto. Moto, I'm sorry. I've really been slacking for a long time now. I promise eventually I will be building the set that you gifted me. It's sitting right there. It's sitting right there. You can't see it. I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and I haven't forgotten about you. We're gonna get there. I promise. I mean, what do you guys think? PayPal might be the bigger dog only because probably trade up. Yeah, but I mean, do you guys think? I think Elon owns PayPal. Huh. Oh, thanks, Moto. I love you. I mean, what do you guys think though, as far as like? And I'm not saying this obviously like to say like Matt's comments disingenuous or anything like that. But I mean, like, do you think like Lego would be throwing them under the bus if they were like, hey, look, these are, because it seems, all right, so here's the other thing too. And again, it'd just be great if we knew some stuff, because like, has this already been going on? Or was it something where PayPal just changed stuff and Lego's having a reaction to it, you know? What'd you say? Sold it and bought Tesla? I just want to say, speaking of Tesla, and this isn't going to be like no political rant or anything like that. That truck is one of the ugliest goddamn things I've ever fucking seen. For the life of me. It looks like somebody drew that fucking truck with a fucking ColecoVision, like 5-bit fucking processor or some shit. Like the most fucking jagged fucking lines and shit. Like the cars, man, the cars are cool. There's definitely something like are sexy and shit. But man, that truck, dude. Ugh. It is so ugly. Lego has enough money to buy lawyers to give those 35 counties a statement. That's a good comment, Britt. That's a good comment. But see, for me, like the comment with Matt and stuff, like the PayPal comment on that, for me, I don't know if it's more of about throwing them under the bus like a cosmetic or an optical kind of thing, or optics kind of thing. It seems like more like there might be some kind of clause, you know, maybe in a contract or something. I don't know. like maybe they can't disclose certain things. It's very odd to me. And I was kind of half joking earlier, but the more that the stream has gone on, the more I think like I don't think they're gonna make a statement about it. I think it's possible maybe in the future down the road something might get out, a statement, maybe somebody overheard something or whatever. Because if they were gonna say something, dude, Lego, just like Britt right here says, they have no money to buy lawyers, blah, blah. They also have a team of marketing people, PR people. You know, I mean, like, they had to have known whatever they're doing and had a statement that they could have had ready, I feel, already. But at least, okay, we're back from the holidays. Actually, maybe people aren't back from the holidays yet. I don't know. It is kind of early. But it doesn't matter. What are you doing? Like, it does get away with a lot because they kept it private. I know. And technically, I say this a lot. Hold on, Raccoon. I say this a lot. They don't owe us. Technically, they don't owe us any explanation. They don't have to tell us anything. They can be assholes. They could, you know, even if it's about like money or they're not making money. I mean, technically, they're a business. You know, I mean, it's just. It looks so bad. It just looks so bad. Rapture says, I will stand on the hill that Lego is doing it all for the money. They don't care about anything anymore besides profit over everything. Yeah, I agree. And I feel like we all agree, like, it's okay to have profits, Lego. Like, we want you to make money because if you make money, that means you can continue to keep making sets and stuff. So that's not bad. But at what cost? I mean, you've done so well that there are some things. Let me put it to you like this. Let's go back just real quick to the beginning of the stream when I was talking about like the F1 cars and the pink Cadillac. If F1 did not sponsor that shit or pay to have it done, and that comes out of Lego's pocket, I'm going to say it one more time. Almost 4,000 hours from development to production. I can't remember if it was 14 or 17 different designers, engineers, and master builders from Lego. Over 400,000 bricks. How much do you think that cost? For the bricks, to pay all those people. And not even just to pay those people in the bricks, but you guys notice it was drivable. So, you know, you're obviously also paying for the chassis, I'm assuming it was battery because it was electric and everything, but like all this other shit. That's one fucking car. And then you just, whatever, a few months ago in Miami, you had 10 life-size fucking goddamn cars. How long did that all take to build? How many engineers, master builders, designers, and, you know, from, like, how many of those people had to, you know what I mean? And even if F1 sponsored it, are you pulling away from other things in the company? Or was it just like all of a sudden, you know, these are a lot of things, man. Like, I'm not saying we got to know everything, but just to know some stuff would at least paint a bigger picture of like, blah, blah, blah. But I would bet dollars to donuts if they did that, optics, and it would make Lego look bad. Because, yeah, we just paid fucking who knows how many tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to have all this shit done. But yeah, we're going to fuck over 35 countries. And I don't say this in any kind of malicious way, but a lot of these countries, it's not like they have like strong economies or like, you know, like there's, dude, it just blows my mind, man. It blows my mind that Lego stands on this fucking pedestal. They preach this fucking gospel. And then a shit ton of fucking poor countries. Fuck you guys. We can't tell you anything because then PayPal will get mad at us. Or we're not making really any money off you guys. Or whatever the fucking whatever. You know what I mean? It's just horrible. What's up, brother? Extra Fury on a Monday. Hello, Sailor. On a Monday, no less. We are getting ready to end it though. I'm gonna end it in like probably about 5 minutes. We'll do an hour and a half. Because like I said, this isn't. It's kind of in between a bite-sized rant and a pure rant fury. We will eventually see the end game. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Being majority stockholders is a lot of power. Yeah, true, true. When I say private chat, I mean you can't buy Lego stocks. They don't disclose a lot. Yeah. It's owned by the founders' kids, majority owned. And when I say these, when I sit here and rant and stuff, look, anybody that knows me, has watched Pure Rant Fury, or knows lore, they know, look, I praise Lego too when they do good shit. So I don't want to think it's just like I don't praise them for anything. But I'm sorry, just because you do a nice thing here doesn't mean I'm going to let you get away with this bullshit over here. And in my opinion, most of the nice stuff they're doing is also masked in saving a ton of fucking money. Cutting, corners and, making like cardboard boxes instead of fucking plastic cups and shit. And it's just like, whatever. Nick, what's going on? Nick Bricks in the house. Dude, I haven't bought any Lego in like 6 months. I've bought a little bit. I bought Arkham Asylum. But, I mean, you guys see what I have around me. This is over like, 7 years collecting. But yeah, those days are kind of gone. Like, I'm still buying stuff periodically. I'm still going to get the new modular when it comes out. But dude, I've been looking at a lot of Lumibrick sets and stuff, man, and Panacea buildings and those kinds of things. And I just don't fucking care about most of the stuff coming out now. Like on Friday, I'm going to rant about these 3 new Star Wars sets that come out. But let me let me show you this real quick, man. Hold on a minute. It's worth seeing. Shit, where is it? Because this picture just paints 1,000 fucking words, dude. Just paints 1,000 fucking words. Fuck it, I'll just show it on my phone. Give me a minute. Just give me 1 second. I thought I sent it, but I guess not. You guys, I know normally we kind of joke around or whatever, but like, look how fucking small that is, man. And look, I'm like, maybe $30 or $40. Even $40, I feel like it's pushing it. Dude, that looks like the size of one of my fucking testicles, man. And I don't know if that's an insult or anything to say that it's really small or really big. I don't know. But the point is, I don't care about this shit, man. Dude, so many sets are becoming more and more smaller. More and more small? I don't know if I said that right. It's not just Star Wars. I just bring that up because it's just easy. You know what I mean? But like, there's still some good stuff coming out. But like, a lot of the stuff that does look nice is generally shit I don't really want anyways. But I'm pretty much bursting at the seams. I don't know what really I could get anymore. I was really kind of looking for a UCS Falcon over Black Friday. And I'm like, where am I going to fucking put it? Dude, let me do some zooming in. Maybe you can see the Razor Crest back there. Oh, shit, wrong way. Well, damn it. What do you mean? Stop it. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, damn you. Stop it. This camera's fucking pissing me off. Anyways. Yeah, so I get the Razor Crest just sitting out in this forest. But yeah, I don't know where to put anything, man. And I've got more room than most people. I feel like I'm in like the 1% that's got like a giant fucking room to put their Lego in. And I'm extremely, very fucking grateful for it. But I just feel like I've got too much. So besides doing stuff in the city, which I love, you guys know, like I love my city. And besides just trying to make stuff look nice as far as displaying things, I don't want anything else. Because it's just going to collect dust. Dude. I wonder if I could do something real quick. Since you guys are all being nice and patient sitting there. Let me try something real quick. I just have to do this right. I'm going to show you guys my backlog. I just can't use this camera. Is this going to get loud? Shit. I should be able to mute it. Join without mic and cam. No, I need... The browser has blocked your mic and camera. What? Why? What? Don't do that. Fuck it. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can do this. Dude. Because, yeah, you should see my backlog. And look, a lot of stuff in my backlog is stuff that I do for giveaways, you know. But, like, it's just ridiculous how much fucking shit that I have. Alright, let's see if this will work. Because I don't know why it's blocking me. Okay. Alright, let's see. Come on. Dude, what the shit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was gonna get really echoey in a second. Okay. It won't let me... Why won't it let me do it to the camera and everything, man? Ah, fuck it. I'll take a picture and like post it online or something. I don't know. Scott Davis in the house. That's polybag size. You know what? I was almost gonna do like the me with fucking Derek Zoolander. What is this? An ATA for ants? I guess if you make the ATA sounds when you walk. I know, right? Tiny AT-AT. I'm actually looking to sell some sets. Any of the Discord have a private sales section? I don't know. I've been meaning to have a whatnot auction because, yeah, I was going to sell. I got some figs and some sets to get rid of. Sorry, kind of going through comments here. Backward says it's actually the MIDI scale set that is closest to its own scale. The starships are way out of scale. Yeah, I know, like the MIDI scale stuff, but I'm like, and again, even though I'm not interested in it, and if I had maybe a different situation and just money to blow, I probably would get it because it does look nice. But the problem is, like, what is it, like 60, 70 bucks or something? Don't tell me 80. We are all dust sweepers. I know, Tron. I know. What's up, Clever Pigs? And what are you saying? Your issue is you need about 5 billion more Billy bookshelves. Have you seen any number of Lego content creators? We are here propping up the Billy comment. I know. I was telling Mrs. Hive the next evolution of like the backdrop, or especially if like we ever end up moving or something like that. I'm gonna get glass cases. Because, you know, these are nice. Don't get me wrong. But dusting sucks my ass. 65. Oh. All right, guys. It's been super duper. But I need to go eat something because, yeah, I'm sleepy and hangry. I appreciate you guys hanging out. A little Xtra Fury to start your week off. So listen, on this Pure Rant Fury coming up on Friday, it's going to be simps galore. So again, it's never anything personal. But if I see anybody out there doing some fucking hearts, some lovey-dovey shit, some fucking I don't know, whatever fuck goddamn romantic cliched bullshit. If anybody's putting that shit out there, you're gonna be on the next Pure Rant Fury. Just letting you know. Because I'm gonna be looking. I'm combing through comments on a lot of these thirst trap videos and stuff. So yeah. Also, man, there was some other stuff too. I just can't remember what it was off the top of my head. Definitely gonna go off on these dumbass fucking sets. I mean, look, you guys are getting a little preview right now because of the stuff I was talking about with the AT-AT. But here's the other thing, man, that really did not tickle my fancy at all. Give me a second. Where are you at? Yeah, this fucking thing. Excuse me. This thing. Oh, man, that's not really giving off a good picture, is it? But you guys can see what it is. It's that new BB-8. Sorry, it doesn't compare to the last one. Not to mention, the last one's just fine. I don't know. That's a whole nother rant. It's a whole nother rant. I mean, what I'm about to say, somebody can easily just counterpoint me with saying like, "Well, just fucking build it, make a mock of it." But I mean, there's so many things in the Star Wars universe that I would just love to see made, built, or whatever. But you know, we got fucking Luke Skywalker's, Boba Fett's, Darth Vader's, R2-D2s, and now fucking BB-8s, like a dime a dozen. Fucking Ewok grooming. I was talking about earlier, I don't know if everybody heard what my new job was, because I know a lot of people were curious. But it's working on lobster fucking tanks, like in grocery stores and restaurants and shit. And not necessarily, even if there's a leak or something like that, but that we'll fix it. But it's not really the tank itself; it's the chiller system under the tank. So if you guys don't know, lobsters, you know, they're all like fucking getting down, man, when it's nice and warm and hot and shit. But when it cools down, yeah, they go into like fucking hibernation mode. So that's what these chillers do. Like that's why the fucking lobsters are all like tame and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, if the compressor dies, the pump dies, evaporator coils need to be replaced. You know, condensing coils. Like, there's all kinds of shit under there. So that's what my new job is, and it's very unique. Like today was my first day. Like I was doing some training. You know, you're just walking around this grocery store, and then you go up to this lobster tank. You're working on it and shit. But yeah, I mean, it's such a nice thing because the pay is really good. So hopefully everything works out. You know, but it's such a nice thing to have a work-life balance. You guys, it's not like I don't aspire to things, you know, but the days of me dealing with extreme amount of stress and anxiety and shit like that. Well, anxiety and depression's a different thing, but yeah, stress. Those days are fucking over. The days of me breaking my back, bending over backwards for fucking companies and corporations that don't give a shit about me are fucking done and over with. Yeah, and I'm pissed off about it. I ain't gonna lie. Because I've worked in maintenance most of my life, and there's been so many times these companies have asked, not just me, but other guys and stuff, like asked us to do stuff that they know is dangerous as fuck. And most of us were always in positions of like, if I don't do it, I might lose my job or it might be a problem or whatever, you know what I mean? So we just do shit. And like, I have like torn my body apart because of dumb shit like that. Like, before this new job, one of the things I was kind of doing part-time was working for a temp company, for maintenance. And they were just like flinging me around different properties that were needing help, right? One property they sent me to, two things right off the bat. And I used to be management, you know what I mean? So it's not like people are going to get shit over on me. Yeah, this fucking maintenance manager guy, he's like, yeah, I need you guys to like move these appliances out of here. And I was like, well, you better have a hand cart or something. Oh, I just got to lift them up. I'm like, fuck I am. I'm not going to break my fucking back for your goddamn company. Like, and I don't even technically work for you guys. I work for a temp company. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't doing that shit. Now, if you give me a hand cart, yeah, and some help, sure, man, we'll get them down these 2-3 flights of fucking steps. Then there was another thing, a faucet, a kitchen faucet needed to be replaced. And I was telling him, because, you know, he'd send me in these apartments and be like, figure out what's going on and everything, and I make a list or just whatever. So I was like, yeah, man, this kitchen faucet needs to be replaced. He's like, oh, okay, we got one down at the shop. Can you replace it? I'm like, no. He's like, why not? And I was like, I didn't even know why I had to fucking tell him this shit. But, like, I just look around. If you just looked around in this apartment, you would see fucking roaches all over the place. So yeah, I opened up the fucking cabinet underneath the kitchen sink. Yeah, just fucking crawling with them down there. I'm like, I'm not getting in that. Kiss my ass. And you, as a fucking manager, should know this shit. And not try and fucking guilt trip your fucking techs into doing shit that you know. Like, fuck off. Dude, yeah, man. Like, when I was in management, I told all my techs, if you're ever in a situation you feel it's unsafe, it's unsanitary, like, you see mice, what the fuck ever, man, get out of there. It's not worth you getting sick or hurting yourself. I remember one time one tech was like, well, what if the resident's yelling at me? I was like, let them fucking yell. Let them yell at your fucking ass as you walk away. Because I've also told techs, like, don't get into it with residents. Don't argue with them. You know, if they start getting irate, then you fucking leave and you come and tell me and I'll handle it. But don't sit there. Don't argue with residents because it will not end up good for you, I promise. Because they will throw your ass under the bus. They will lie. He hit me. Like, what the fuck? Dude, I can tell you guys so many stories about this residential maintenance. Like, my first year, you bang on the door, you yell maintenance. You bang on it again, you yell maintenance. This is what I do. Bang on it once, yell maintenance. Bang on it twice, yell maintenance. Crack the door open, bang on it again, and yell maintenance. Now, mind you, we don't just go into people's apartments. I mean, if there's twice a year we do preventive maintenance or replace your filter, check your smoke detector shit. But other than that, we don't go into your apartment unless either something's fucking leaking from your apartment into another apartment or you make a work order. This person made a work order. So yeah, I start to come in. Yeah, he's butt-ass naked, man. Came at me with a fucking baseball bat. Like he was fucking his girl. Like, any of those times I yelled maintenance, he couldn't have fucking just yelled come back later. You really gotta come at me with a baseball bat. My buddy in Richmond, he got stabbed. I've told a lot of people about that story. Working on a water heater late at night. Some fucking crazy shit, man. This is kind of shit I don't want to fucking deal with anymore. Those days are gone. All my shit. BFAB. How you doing, man? I miss you. Man, fuck those roaches. Lobster hive. Look at Mr. Krabs. Dude, so I was talking to somebody about it. And they were kind of joking around and stuff. But, like, they were like, yeah, you know, so every once in a while I look at, like, I guess whenever they're at the grocery store or something or whatever, like, they might, they say, like, they'll look at the lobsters and sometimes, like, feel bad. I was, like, wondering if I, like, eventually I'll quit my job and, like, just free the lobsters, just free them all. Yeah, dude, definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Trump has a Lego portrait of himself in the White House. You know, not to do with Trump necessarily, but, like, I was watching, I think it was a documentary or something, and I can't remember who it was about. It wasn't too long ago, but my mind's been all over the place. But, oh, it was about some guy that owned, like, a pawn shop. He was pretty famous, and it's not Pawn Stars. It was something else. Anyways, they show him in his office, and, like, he's got a painting kind of, like, leaned up against the wall of himself. And it reminded me, and I don't know if anybody else feels like this. I just think it's kind of weird when you have, like, a painting, even a picture, just a picture of yourself. Just yourself. Not, like, with family and friends and whatever. Or your dog or cat. Like, I recommend getting a picture with your dog or cat. But, I mean, like, just People have like a giant portrait of themselves, you know what I mean? Like behind them or up hanging. I don't know, man. I just think it's weird. I think it's weird. Like, is that vain? I feel like that's vain. It also reminds me of the movie Dodgeball, when Ben Stiller's character had a picture of him like grabbing the bull by the horns. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm kind of reading what you guys are talking about. Everybody's asking each other about how they've been. I won't ever ask my guys to do anything I wouldn't do. Exactly. Bearded, that's one of the... and there are times, like, my text did not like me. You know, like, at a time. Because at a certain time, you know, if I was pissed. Because I am a very fair but firm boss. We're here to do a job. We get paid to do a job. We're going to do the job. Now, in our line of work, we're the busiest in the winter and the summer. But then in the fall and the spring, it slows down a little bit for us. And during those times, like, yeah, we get stuff done. But, yeah, we cook out. Have some downtime. You know? And I was never a micromanager. I always told the guys, like, look, if I walk in the shop and I see you sitting down or whatever, I'm not going to say anything. Unless you don't get your work done. If you don't turn in like work orders at the end of the day or you fucking slacked off or whatever, yeah, then that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, I'd always tell them, I would never ask you guys to do anything I wouldn't do or I haven't done already. And I meant it. So there was plenty of times, one of the texts, you know, he come, hey Brandon, I can't get this line unclogged. You know, can you help me out? Yeah, man. And I get right in there. Get dirty as fuck. Just fucking grabbing fucking 100 feet of fucking auger line. And, you know, I tell them, you know, like, it's all right, man. You know, just be right here. Help me when I need it or whatever. Like, but they'd see me do shit. And even if they didn't like me at certain times or whatever, they had respect for me. And that's generally do your work. And I'm not even going to demand respect out of you. You do your work and don't cause a ruckus, then, yeah, we're fine. I don't know, man. But there are some people. And it's part of the reason why I don't like being in management anymore. Because, like, a problem, I can fix. I can get a part. If I can't fix it, I can get a contractor. But I can fix the problem. What I can't do is fix people. I can't make you come in on time. I can't make you look appropriate. Tuck in your shirt. Tuck in your shirt, man. Like, what are you doing? You want to wear Crocs to maintenance? What are you out of your mind? Like, I can't lead people. I can't lead a tech to drink water. I could lead a tech to a river, but I can't make them drink water. Is that how that goes? I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, I miss you too. I miss you too, BFAB. You better be at Chicago this year, so I can see you. Hy will reenact the Venom scene when he cracks. Yeah. I have an oil painting of myself in Renaissance garb hung in my office. I look at whatever I get the chance. Now, I don't know about you should have that, but I would have a picture of Clever Pig in Renaissance garb. Like, that's a different story. I would totally. Oh my god, man! I totally would have a painting of you doing that, dude. Oh my god, it would look so good, and you just like you'd pose in or something. I don't know. Have parchment paper or I don't really understand, but that'd be great. And yes, an oil painting. If I always feel like maybe I should get like a painting of myself with my hand up, so every time I walk by, I can high five myself. That'd probably be the way to go, right? All right, guys, man, you guys are keeping me. What are you doing? I gotta go. You guys are fucking toying with my emotions right now. Next time we hang out, we'll commission a painting. We should almost do. Oh, I can't remember if she made it public or not. I think she did, but I'll just say a friend took some pictures with two other friends, and they were like the silliest, funniest pictures ever made. I'm totally down with some funny pictures. That's for sure. Only if it talked in his awesome voice. Also, I know. Look, there is a small handful of people in the community that have fucking voices, man. That, oh my god, what's a good way to describe it? I want to think of a good dessert. I was gonna say creme brulee, but creme brulee's got that brown sugar on the top, and that's too scratchy. Mousse. For me, it'd be chocolate mousse. If I had to put Clever Pig's voice into some type of image, it'd be chocolate mousse. Ninja would be my next person. But I don't know what kind of dessert would be good for Ninja. Anyways, you guys, much love. I know it was supposed to be furious, but I feel like I got pissed at least a few times. So we should be pretty good. Anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys on Friday. And yeah, the rants will be